Hello and welcome back to cyubeVR. The last time I was almost completing my ceiling and I will try to finish this today. And maybe you saw it there? A little Christmas present. I just got a stone. And yeah, because for those who celebrate it, it's Christmas, so Merry Christmas to you. If you don't celebrate it, don't feel left out. I myself am not really a big Christmas fan or anything, so yeah. Me? Oh, huh? But why? What happened to the Cloud Walker? I can't work without it. I mean, I can still work even without it. I survived 3 years without Cloud Walker. So Cloud Walker was blue. I think white. 6 or 7 white. Here's white. Yeah, 8 white dye. That's the word I was looking for. So. So, how did it look? I have no idea. That's why I always used. Oh! From here, my little fountain looks really nice. I have 6. So, 7? 8? Good question. How was I ever able to make it? So let's see. It's so maybe like this. Maybe like a shoe. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2, then I have no idea, to be honest. I will blocks and then I will just see here. I'm just going to cheat it. I have no idea. I really have no idea how I ever made this. I even made a tutorial video for the Cloud Walker. Am I so stupid? That's actually not funny anymore. But on the other hand, it's still funny. Ah yeah, I'm right at the edge of a chunk. So. Oh, I made quite a lot of progress last time. So, here. This goes. No, you stay here. So, like this. Here. Nice. Here. Here. See? That's nice. Up. And here. So, I can take. Yeah, I can take the torch. So. And I will place the torch here. go down. So, next segment here. Maybe one up. So. So, what happened this week? I got my results for the first exam for my Bachelor Professional in Media. And yeah, I passed all of my 4 test subjects, which was pretty much a given. I know this sounds a bit overconfident, and maybe it sounds like I'm a bad person, but failure was never an option. So yeah, I didn't learn for it or anything. I actually planned on learning, but I never learned how to learn, so I couldn't learn, and yeah, I just took the test and got a good result. And it was actually a good thing that I didn't learn, because the stuff that I would have learned was never on the test. Because we had old tests that we could use for learning, but all the stuff that was in the previous tests for the last 6 years was never asked. So yeah. Even if I would have learned, it would have been a waste of time. I spent the time watching anime, so yeah, time well spent. The next exam and the final exam that it is will be in April 2024, and then I am Bachelor Professional in Media. Sounds really nice. Some people complain that it is actually a bachelor because they think that we are inferior to any university graduates. Even though we do take the same exams, it's just that we don't visit a university but an after-work school. So yeah, we have different curriculum, but in the end we learn the same stuff. So it's, and to be honest, I was in university before, and I took the first degree test for law, which would translate to a bachelor in every other science study, so I already have more or less the bachelor, at least in my heart. And to be honest, I don't care if it's called bachelor or not. It does sound nice, but yeah, I don't take the test and the whole learning ordeal just to brag with my new title. I mean, I do brag with my new title, but that's not the main reason. I do it so that I can become a teacher at a normal work school without having to study for a teacher. It's a bit complicated, but the reason is that I can start as a professional teacher for the job that I'm doing. Because in Germany we do have a dual education. It's not just education in the company that you're employed in, like it is, for example, in Japan, or I think also in America. And then there are countries like, I think it was France and Belgium. And there you only learn in school and never at a company. And both systems, the school and the practice-oriented, do have their benefits. For example, if you learn in the company that you will work in for the next 30 years, then you know the rules, you know what to do, what is to be expected of you and stuff like this, and you learn how to do the work with the machines that you need to use, for example, or the techniques for cooking, stuff like this. So that's not really bad. The problem is you learn it only in the company that you are learning in. So every time you start in a new company, you probably have to learn stuff anew, because you never learned it on this specific type of machine or with this type of cooking utensil, stuff like this. So then you have the guys who just learn in school. They learn the theory about how to do the stuff. So they know in theory how to handle all the machines, all the cooking techniques, stuff like this. But they never touch the knife. So they don't know how the knife feels. They don't know how hot boiling water really feels and stuff like this. So yeah, you might have the intellectual knowledge, but not the practical ones. And in Germany and a couple of other countries that I just can't remember right now, they have this dual education. You are in your company for 2 weeks, then you go to... Why do I have stone tools? For the... Yeah, I know. Then you go to the school for 1 week, then you go back to your workplace for 3 weeks, then 1 week school. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio. And in school you learn all the theory, how it's done in general. For example, for the media technologist, you learn how the different kinds of printing works, how letterpress printing works, how offset printing and flexo print, screen printing and grabber printing works in theory. And then you learn the specific one in your company, because you have to do it. Same for cooking and for car mechatronics, stuff like this. And yeah, because you have the practical education, you know what you have to do and you are useful for your employer. And because you have the theoretical knowledge, you are also good in a new company, because you learned in theory how to use them, and then you have more knowledge and can use this to faster figure out how the new machines work. So maybe it's a bit biased because I grew up with it, but I think this system with the dual education is actually pretty nice. It's time consuming, it's really cost intensive for the employer, because he have to pay you your learning fee, let's call it this, and then he has to excuse you for the time when you are in school, so you're not always there for work, and that's something that is not the best for a capitalistic oriented enterprise. But in general, with this you can get really well educated employees. At least that's what I think. Like I said, it might be because I grew up with this, so that I'm a bit based. Maybe you guys with only practical training think that this is better. It definitely is good that you know what to do. Practical knowledge is always better than just theoretical, at least in my opinion. But with just practical, it's really hard to get to the deeper stuff. So the mix of both is actually what makes it so good. Because you get the benefits of both types in just one game. And the downside is the cost. But because everyone does it and there's no alternative, then yeah, you have to deal with it, and then it's not so bad anymore. Nowadays, new apprentices get actually a lot of benefits because there are practically no new apprentices for any skill related, or let's say not skill related, but yeah, manual labor jobs, let's call it like this. For example, no one wants to be a plumber or a roof maker or shoemaker or smith, because every job where you have to actually be physical active, nowadays people don't want to do this. They want to get service jobs, and that's why a lot of employers actually try to win new apprentices by giving them really nice and interesting boni. Some give them the drive, or pay for them the driving license, which is really nice because it's about $1,500, maybe even more nowadays, maybe $2,000 or €2,000. So yeah, that's a good thing to get it for free. Some do get an iPhone or some tablets, stuff like this, or additional paid vacations. So yeah, nowadays you can get quite a lot of nice benefits if you're an apprentice and you're not too unskilled, because you still need to be fit for the job, or yeah, not fit, but usable. For example, if you want to have a job where you have to communicate with a lot of people, but you can't speak well because yeah, you don't open your mouth while speaking, then you're not fit for this job, even if you want to. Or for example, I can't go into the firefighter professional department because you need to be really sporty and fit, and I'm old and obese and the opposite of fit. So yeah, I can never get there. Even though it was really fun being in the firefighter department at my previous work. We learned a lot of stuff. We also got a lot of those additional information stuff that usually only the professional firefighters get. And the professional firefighters were never really annoyed by us or looked at us with strange eyes or anything. They really appreciated that we also try to lessen their burden, because with a firefighter department at your own company you can actually reduce the reaction time if there should be a fire hazard and stuff like this. And I also got my examiner status, because I'm already an practical teacher at the job. I can have apprentices, and now I actually applied for the exam taker. So when an apprentice is having his final exam, I'm the one who tests him, which is pretty nice. $20? Oh no, that was the wrong one. So let's go with this. So yeah, for me it looks really promising when I look at my career and what I can do. And yeah, that's actually something that came more or less this year, everything. So right before Christmas I got my past exams, which might be a nice Christmas present. Then 2 days ago I booked the flight to Japan for next year. which is also pretty nice and a little nice present to myself. Over the Christmas holidays I will visit my parents, and then we will look for a nice hotel that we can live in all the 2 weeks that we are in Tokyo. So it will only be Tokyo because this city is big enough, and yeah. For first timers I think 2 weeks is plenty. And oh yeah, I don't want our vacation to be stressful, so 2 nice relaxed weeks in a mega city should be okay. So, yo. And I was also thinking of maybe getting a new PC, because out of curiosity I checked what a PC system with the latest Intel CPU and the 4090 would cost, and with 32 gigabytes of RAM, only 5100 megahertz DDR5, 2 terabyte SSD, M2 would be, and yeah, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth motherboard would be about 4,000 euro. That's not so bad, to be honest. My current PC costed 3,200, so it's only 800 more. And yeah, I still have some money left from my Japan vacation funds. So yeah, I was thinking of using the additional money I still have left now to maybe get a new PC with the latest Intel CPU for the QuickSync codec, and a 4090 for VR reasons. And yeah, also a nice 1200 watts PSU should also last, even if I get a 5090 in 2 years, then I should still be able to upgrade. The RAM should also not be a problem. I could easily upgrade to a slightly faster RAM if they became more accessible. I think that's it on this side. So yeah, maybe I will get a PC. I actually wanted to skip the 40 series, but to be honest, the 4090 looks so good. Even though I come from a 3090, the 4090 still looks pretty decent. And yeah, I don't like the fact that I have these little hiccup problems with my CPU. And yeah, just hoping to get a better one the next time, because my first VR PC never had any problems. And yeah, normally they don't have this problem, so... And this time around there is no strange NVIDIA graphics driver that is actually destroying VR. So yeah, I could upgrade without much of problems. And if it doesn't work, I can still go to warranty and get a new one. Speaking of warranty, a guy was actually complaining that Valve didn't get him a new headset because he had some strange gray screen issue with his headset and no sound. And he had this for more than a year. His warranty was over for almost a year. And yeah, they couldn't help him. They gave him tips how to fix the sound issue. And he was like, no, I want a new one. And they were like, sorry, but your warranty is due for more than a year and we can't help you with this. And he was like, I saw in the Reddit community that other people's got their headset removed or replaced and they got stuff for free. I want it as well. And they just were like, sorry, your warranty is over and we can't help you. We will close your ticket now. And then he was complaining on Reddit about it. And he made himself a fool because he was really rude to the support employee. And yeah, actually even before he posted on a different subreddit and we told him that it's his issue and not the index issue, he didn't believe us and he still managed to be really rude to this poor support employee. And everyone was like, oh, this poor support, he can't do anything. It's not even his fault. He tried to help and you were just so ignorant. And yeah, I also commented. And then there was one guy who was, wait, Chippy Archer? Are you that Chippy Archer that Happy mentioned in his video about the furnace or something? And I was like, oh, interesting. I never thought that I would get recognized in this situation. You know, if it's a subreddit talking about cyubeVR, then it would be more likely that people would recognize my name. But on a totally unrelated subject, that was pretty nice. I felt a bit like a little celebrity. All just thanks to Hebi. And once I reach 10,000 subscribers, I will ask him if we could maybe stream together some games. That would be pretty nice, I think. Most of my viewers are from Hebi, so they would like it. I would like it as well, because I'm a little fanboy in this regard. And yeah, it would be nice if we could play something together. Right now I don't want to ask him because I'm still a super small YouTuber and I don't want to seem like someone who is smooching off of a bigger content creator. So I will wait till I'm also fairly big and then I can ask him if he wants to play with me something. Because he usually streams at the same time I do, so yeah, it would be nice. Maybe we could play something like Valheim together. That would be cool. You know, a nice little marathon stream where we play Valheim to see how far we can get, defeat the most bosses, survive with no clue whatsoever about anything. Because without Slowy helping me in my live streams, I would not be as far as we are right now. Yeah, but maybe we could play The Forest together. The Forest is similar to Green Hell, but with multiplayer. And that's also something that we could play. If you would like to. But that's something for the far future. This will not happen next year. Maybe not the year after this, but maybe in 2-3 years. Who knows? Ah. And here. Or maybe in here as well. I did everything here? Yes. Then I can take this torch. Go down here. What's this? Ah, interesting. Ah, I disabled the Cloud Walker with the pickaxe. No, I didn't. Interesting. Maybe I should try with the hammer. Maybe I can shuffle? I could delete it. Okay, then it was the Cloud Walker. So, a green one. And let's take this. Place some more green here. Go down a bit. Maybe a bit more green. Because we can. So, take this. And then we have a big space here. Oh, maybe I should. So. Okay, that's better. So, just like this. Oops, so. Yeah, that's how it's done. Oh. There's one spot here. There was one spot here. So. Let's see. Here. This could become a bit nicer. Like this. Just like this. Here. See. Nice. So. Then we can place another torch here. Can retrieve this one. Zack. See, almost done. Nice, 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 nice. Let's just make it like this. So. Ah. Yeah. So I should have every torch on the ceiling removed, yes. Just a bit more here. Let's just close this up. I will never look at the ceiling here, because I will be busy looking at my temple. Oh no, Chippy is cutting corners. What a sloppy work. Ah. So, and maybe some green. Yeah, let's place a torch here. And just like this. And just to make it look a bit nicer, I will place a bit more of this here. And maybe one more up so that it looks like, yeah, like this. And down here as well. So here. Go down. So. Ooh, when you move them, they look that looks cool. So something like this. Yeah, that looks mysterious. So. Yeah, it looks really nice. Now I just have to remove those torches. They look a bit out of place right now. But overall I can say it looks really nice. So if I look at the ceiling, come down here, then you will see the temple. This will look nice. So yeah. Should I see if I can finish some objectives? I could cheat them. Now that would be... Craft another stone pickaxe. Meh. So yeah, right now there's a... Whoops. You can find Christmas presents in cyubeVR. Like every year and every Easter, you can find dye, different blocks, and this time we can also find starstones and shimmer stones, or shimmer tiles. And cloak nuggets, which are pretty nice. For me, obviously, it will be the rainbow dye, because it's a really nice way. Eastern, I was able to find 168 rainbow dye, and this year I will try to get 200 rainbow dye. Oh, no rainbow for me. So anyways. If you watch this video when it released, then I can wish you a Merry Christmas. If you see it a bit later, then I hope that you had a really nice Christmas. What did you get for Christmas? That would be interesting. Maybe you got a Pico 4 or a Quest 2? Maybe you got something a bit more fancy and you got a really good wealth index? Let me know, that would be interesting to see if people actually got something. Maybe you got a pre-order coupon for the PlayStation VR 2 that will release in February. I'm interested in. The problem is I don't have a PlayStation 5. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I was talking a lot about me today, about my ambitions, about my world domination plans. Not really, but yeah, I still hope that you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and till next time, please stay healthy. Bye!